All right, so I wanted to demonstrate something I've just been using here because I'm in Venice, as you guys know, and one of the beautiful things to photograph here at the front of the houses. So, like along the canals and the streets, you can see the fronts just like this. So, the interesting thing about this photo is I'm not taking it straight on. This is actually like the second and third floors here, and it looks like my camera, like I'm a floor and a half up. Here is the actual view. If I go and click this button here, you can see that's the picture I took. This is the picture I wanted. So how did I get that? Well, you have to adjust the perspective. So where is that setting in the Photos app? Well, it's not in the Photos app. I'm going to show you how to do it. You can do it with lots of different graphics editors. Photoshop's got it. Pixelmator's got it, but I wasn't able to get that to work very well. There are some standalone apps that just do that, but they don't have great reviews in the App Store. I'm just going to use Acorn, which is one of the apps I've talked about before, to do it. So I'll revert to original here. There, so that I've deleted what I've done there. I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to now go and do image and edit with Acorn. And now it's going to open up the image in Acorn. Now in Acorn here, one of the things I want to do is I want to turn on the grid. So show grid, and you can see it's a really fine grid there. I'm going to change that to grid settings. Instead of every 10 pixels, 100 pixels. Now I can see a grid there. And then I'm going to go to layer and look for perspective transform. It's under rotate and transform. So every image editing app puts it somewhere else, but anyway, perspective is what you really want, although skew works too in some apps, but Photoshop has its own special perspective thing. So now I have four corners here that I can grab, and I really want to get these window edges here and the edges of the buildings and all that to line up. So you just got to play with it and experiment to get it. So here, by taking the upper left-hand corner, I can maybe align the top a little bit so it's a little nicer. So those bars along the top there, get those to be completely horizontal. Then I'm going to grab this bottom edge here. I'm going to get the left side of the building where the corner meets to be vertical. Let's try, a lot of times you have to adjust again more afterwards. I'm going to bring this one up here to get the windows so I've got like this top edge here matches this grid line. This seems very vertical here. This matches really well going up and down along the grid. On the right here, not so much, so I'm going to pull that in. There's that pipe there. See that pipe in the lower right part of it? Get that so it's very vertical. And I think I've got it. I think I've adjusted it now, and I'm just going to double click, and that usually sets it there in stone. Now I'm going to crop here. I'm going to use that crop tool, and I want to crop it so it kind of, let's see, I'll do right there to there. Get tighter on the image. Something like that. There we go. Double click. And now it gives me that. I hit Command S for save. And I close. And there I am back in Photos. And you can see it's got the new image there. Very handy. And it looks like I took this in the correct location to get it straight on. And I'm doing this with a bunch of different fronts of houses, like facades that I'm taking to make it look. Sometimes it's impossible to get this shot because there's another building and you can't get up high enough, and there's just no way to get this shot. So there we go. And just show you what you're seeing and hearing. Here I am. My Airbnb apartment here by a canal in Venice. So I hope this tip helps. Try it what image editor you've got, and you can see I could probably have worked with this a little bit more here to get like this perfectly straight here at the top and everything. It takes practice. It does. The first time I tried this yesterday, I made a mess of it. I just restarted and tried it again and again. And I eventually got the hang of pulling in those corners to create them. And I took a little more time with each one than I did here in this video, and I ended up with even better results.